A glimpse of our infant gorilla Afia out on Gorilla Island exploring, and she's come out today accompanied by one of her handrearers, Jo, who brings her out onto the island, carrying her on her back. And the reason we carry on our back is this is what gorillas would do in the wild. So gorilla mums actually carry their infants on their back in kind of a piggyback style, and we have to let Afia do that so she can learn it and grip really strongly. So we do take her out on the island on our backs. And then when she's nice and relaxed, we'll let her explore the island. So we let her explore the different substrates, so the sand and the grass and the trees, and also eat bits and pieces that she finds as well, like leaves off the branches. So Afia's life, like all babies at this age, is mostly based around eating, sleeping and playing. So she gets fed between 3 and 4 times a day, and that's still milk. But she's also trying food, so we've started to introduce that into her daily routine. So she'll eat little bits of vegetables, and steamed sweet potatoes are her favourite at the moment. And then she'll do a lot of play. She's really enjoying exploring and interacting with things. But we also have her here at Bristol during the day, so she's actually in an off-show den where she can interact with our gorillas through the mesh. So this has increasingly become part of her day. She's very interested in them now, spending a lot of time going up to them and podding them and vice versa, and just kind of exploring her environment. Yeah, it's a really good question, and it is a difficult and complicated process really. I mean, like you say, she's being hand-reared at the moment, but the reason we have her here in the zoo every day is so that she's really used to the building that she's going to essentially live in and used to the gorillas she's going to live with. And then the next phase really is kind of identifying a gorilla that can act as a surrogate mum for Afia, and then introduce Afia to that female with the hope that that mum will then take over from us and look after her for us, and it'll be a really natural process. But a lot of that is decided by who Afia likes and whether, you know, the gorilla wants to be a surrogate as well. So it is quite complicated. Yeah, so Afia was out on the island today with one of her keepers. We've got a small team of handrearers that they're kind of sole responsible for her care at the moment. And once a day we do take Afia out onto the island, and the handrearer will take her out, who's essentially kind of a surrogate mum during this time. And Afia will come out mostly kind of riding on the back of her keeper at the moment, which we're kind of trying to mimic gorilla behaviour as much as we can. And then because she feels safe and secure with that handrearer, then she will kind of take the opportunity to explore her environment a little bit more. It's natural that the carers are going to build a strong relationship with Afia, but we're always in our head, our ultimate goal is we want that gorilla back in the group. We want her to have as much as a normal gorilla life as possible. So for us, the real triumph and what we'll be really proud of is to see Afia